Hey, it's Vic, broadcasting live from the House of the Big Box, and do we have a comeback special for you today? Over the course of the last couple decades, we've had Travolta come back, O'Rourke come back, and now, on this very day, we're celebrating the Big Box comeback with Ty West's House of the Devil. Or at least a clamshell comeback. Hey, it's in a box, it's big, its cover isn't cut, and it's not a Disney movie. I'm featuring the clamshell on the show, so f*** you. Sorry, Toots. House of the Devil is brought to us in this beautiful VHS by classic clamshell company Gorgon Video, named after that giant British lizard. You know the one. Did he fight that other reptile in a movie? What's its face? God Lizard? You know, the one that chased around Hank Azaria. Oh yeah. I'm being informed that Gorgon never fought God Lizard. Well, they should. But what Gorgon did do was make sure that all of our video stores were stocked with snuff films. That's right, this company, formed in the early 80s, was responsible for not only unleashing to us all of the Faces of Death films, but making sure that Dr. Francis B. Gross got his royalties. And they also released a slew of other pseudo-documentary Mondo films of the era, such as Bizarre Rituals, which I hear is about hiding eggs for Easter. Bizarre ritual indeed. Also movies like Beyond Bizarre, and the most realistic of all, Brutes and Savages. To this very day, I still won't go into an alligator-infested swimming pool. Gorgon even capitalized on its own controversy, releasing this tape known as Faces of Death, Fact or Fiction. I hear the tape is just 5 seconds of an animated skeleton saying the word fiction. Beyond depicting Amazon sadism, Gorgon gave us some titles for the conspiracy theorist in us all, like Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind, Hollywood Scandals, and Cosmic Cover-Up. So far, I've yet to find one stating how JFK was assassinated by Paul McCartney's ghost, but I know it's out there. That stuff is true. Gorgon featured many compilation tapes such as Video from Hell and Moron Movies. I'm not sure what a moron movie consists of, but I can only assume it involves Tom Green. Gorgon even had their own video magazine spotlighting numerous Gorgon releases, and apparently a centerfold of Michael Berryman. Hello! But let's not forget about Gorgon's horror titles. These took forms in many of our favorite locations to conduct murder and mayhem, be it a hospital, a high school, a spa, or Prussia? Yeah, that works. And let's not forget about Gorgon's release of the edited version of Slaughter Hotel, for those of us who wanted the hotel but not the slaughter. And while you're at it, just give me a tape of Life of Brian and cut out all the funny parts. Gorgon's most famous horror release would be Johnny McNaughton's Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, which you could buy for the low price of $79.98. What a bargain! Think of it as $8 per mutilation. Other noteworthy Gorgon titles included Don't Look in the Basement, Devil Doll...
Bitch! Wake up, bitch!
No, not that Devil Doll. Frankenstein 80, which was about as good as SNL 80, Night of the Bloody Apes about gorillas who like to give makeovers, and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, featuring Jack Palance swinging his staff at bees and dodging fat opera singers with killer music notes. Gorgon Video still continues to this very day under MPI Video, the company responsible for classic television releases at low prices and random non-seasonal ordering of episodes. And it's thanks to Gorgon Video that we now have a new classic VHS to add to our collection. And it couldn't be just any movie to receive the VHS treatment, but a special movie. A movie that remembers the glory days of horror in the late 70s and early 80s. A movie that practically is a horror film of the 1980s. And that movie is the throwback suspense horror thriller House of the Devil. This is a movie that gives us a classic Hitchcock level of suspense in the first act, building up character development and setting and tone much like the horror films we grew up with as a kid. While movies nowadays are so quick to throw us the blood and entrails that most of them don't even have opening credits anymore, let alone a build-up, this one has build-up and a fantastic opening credit sequence. In House of the Devil, we follow Samantha Hughes in the early 80s, the decade given to us by God himself. Samantha takes a babysitting job on the night of a lunar eclipse. And who wouldn't want to babysit for Tom Noonan? He'll pay you a nuke. As it turns out, Samantha will be babysitting Noonan's mother and not an actual baby. That's reasonable.
I don't have any experience with anything like that. I think maybe you should find out.
Hey, what could possibly go wrong? Samantha has her friend to protect her.
Consider my friend.
See? She blocked a bullet with her head. Good work. As the night goes on, things get more and more bleak. But not before we get this 80s doing stuff around the house montage.
You run for cover so discreet. Why don't they do what they say? Say what you mean. One thing leads to another.
Beautiful. Absolute perfection in my book. Everything needs an 80s alone time montage.
Ooh, you know how to love me, yeah. When we make love tonight, and I need you so bad, baby. Oh, this is where you belong. Don't make me wait too long. All night long. Hold me, baby, drive me crazy, touch me all night long.
When Samantha passes out from the poison pizza, must be from Little Caesars, she wakes up surrounded by Satanists wanting to sacrifice her to the god Manos. Well, okay, maybe not Manos, but still, this guy don't look too good in my book. The best thing about House of the Devil is that it isn't tongue-in-cheek about being in the 80s. It isn't aware that it's a period piece, nor is it trying to be cute like the freaking Scream films. It simply is an 80s horror film. And it would make a great double feature with stuff like Don't Go in the House or 1979's When a Stranger Calls. This movie, it does end a little abruptly, though. Some horror movies are 90 minutes, some are 110 minutes. This one should have been 110 minutes. But aside from that, this gets you a high recommendation from Vic. And so does this old school clamshell. Look at the added wear and tear on the cover. A great compliment to the classic new release logo. And the back of the box makes my little Vic jump. Back in the day, who needed pictures on the back of the box? No one. Here, all we need is a synopsis, a blood red title, and the classic caution banner. On the tape boxes, we didn't even need the rating logo. Just type out the letter R and tell me if it's in color. Also, one of the best things about having a new VHS, the sticker on the tape has yet to deteriorate. House of the Devil is also released on DVD, but forget about that. There's only one way to watch House of the Devil, and it isn't on a disc that gets scratched at the touch of a feather and becomes unwatchable. It's on a VHS tape. So get to work, Wizard Video, Driller Video, Paragon Video, and Continental Video. We need more big box and clamshell VHSs, a media format that is proven to last a lifetime.